widows and those who have benefited from the UMWA Health and Retirement Fund actually since 1946. So please give Christine a round of applause. And she asked me to speak today. She asked me months ago, quite frankly, and of course, you can't say no to Christine, as you well know. So I didn't really think about what I was going to talk about until last week. And I'll tell you where I want to go with this. Tina and I just took a trip to Southern Illinois to visit our son. And we visited some sites that was very near and dear to me. And I think after I explain to you where we went, you'll find out that they're also very near and dear to you as well, if you benefit from the UMWA Health and Retirement Funds, which, as I look around this room, Brother Freddie, I think everybody here does. We went to Southern Illinois and we visited the Union Miners Cemetery in Mount Olive. And in that cemetery is this huge monument. And it's dedicated in memory of Mother Jones. And I'm sure you all have heard of Mother Jones. You may not know a lot about Mother Jones. Mother Jones was a UMWA organizer back in the 1920s and on, and she lived to be 93 years old. She proclaimed that she was 100 because she wanted to have a 100th birthday, but actually she only lived to be 93. And Mother Jones was maybe about that high. She cussed like a drunken sailor, Reverend. But she took on a cooperator like any giant of a man ever could have expected. And she helped organize the coal fields because she knew the coal miners were being treated so badly and didn't get their fair share and were just basically treated like dogs.
1935, 7 years old, came to the Scotch Run, to the company school, company store, company preacher. 4 generations of my family worked in this one mine. The mine opened in 1919, closed in 1989. 70 years old, coal mine work. At one time when I started there, they had mules, tons. I remember one day I was even cleaning up the old work. I found a horseshoe. I brought it home because my family worked there and I thought it would be a good benefit to save it and keep it. My granddad, my dad, myself, my 2 brothers, and my son, all of us worked at the first of the month. When they closed it, well, my son got laid off. He had the option, one thing about the union, you had the option of being on the panel to go to a sister mine. That's beneficial, it really is. Because I want you all to think about this, when they closed first closed mine, I was 62 years old, okay? If I would have worked for Massey, I'd have been history. I'd probably been half dead. But when I paddled, I never even lost a shift. If mine closed on a Saturday, on a Monday I was working at the sister mine. You have the option of putting down on the panel what all you can do, ready to step in. First thing you do, you sign up for a general inside. That's the lowest labor in the mine. But within 4 days, told the boss the first day, I said, I want you to don't baby Freddy. You do everything but the kitchen sink for 4 days. I'm making the lowest wages in the mine. No problem. But the 5th day, said, Freddie, I want you to fire boss. Fire boss is the topest rate in the mine. Without that card, I couldn't fire boss, I couldn't have done nothing. But then they had posted the mechanic job on a bulletin board. They posted the job. Nobody would bid on it. Well, I've been a mechanic, so I've been on it. Put me on the mechanic course. So I've had the benefits. My son, my brother, my dad and my two brothers all retired from the coal mine. My mother benefited when my dad passed away. We all benefit from UMWA, and I've got a good friend. His wife, right now, has terminal cancer. Okay? Think about this. If he wouldn't have that health card, he'd be in the poorhouse. I'm serious. With these treatments of cancer plus the pill, at one time they didn't even want to give her that pill because it cost too much. But with the efforts of him talking to higher ups, got the pill, she's taking her shots, she's taking her treatments. But let me tell you something, they talk about the UMWA all they want to. Let them come talk to me. I'd be glad to talk to them. There's nothing better than going home, laying down and going to sleep, and then don't worry about the doctor bill or somebody else. It's the beneficial to all of us. And for the record, I don't want nobody to get the wrong impression. This is the Miners Memorial. I had an uncle. I never got to see him. He got killed in the coal mine. So I know what's going through. I never got to see him. One day, I wasn't even born. He was 18 years old. I didn't even know. So I want you all to remember me and my family.
We're here today. The Health and Retirement Fund has been doing this yearly to just remember fallen miners and allow the widows of miners to come and remember their loved ones and hang an ornament on a tree and be thankful for what this union has been able to provide for them. Even though their husband worked so hard in the mines and was able to provide for them, one thing he could leave the widow when he passed was the promise of lifetime health care. And this union's been able to force the companies to keep that promise. And today you've seen some widows here and some elderly miners that are benefiting from that health care provision that we've been able to negotiate in contracts throughout the year.